guys, this is Coconut. How are you? I hope you're feeling well. Well, apparently we're in a retrograde, right? Not just any retrograde. It's like the big one, Mercury. It's the one that gets everyone all off centered, all in a tizzy. So the other day, someone on Facebook posted a question about Mercury. How is it affecting everyone? And of course, everyone chimed in except me. I had the total opposite answer of everyone else. I said it doesn't affect me. And in fact, I didn't even know that we were in a retrograde until people started posting about it. Now, I did have an X or two pop up on my radar, but I ignored it. But other than that, I really had no clue because I have come full circle with all of this astrology, religion, philosophy, theories, conspiracies. I've come full circle, y'all. And the fact is that the planets going into retrograde is an illusion. They are actually not even going backwards, okay? It's an illusion. You just assume they are because of the speed of travel that's occurring, right? It's just like when you are speeding past somebody driving a car. If you look back, it looks like the car behind you is now moving slowly backwards. That's all that's occurring. It's an illusion. In the mythology, Mercury, he's a god, right? But in Greek mythology, he's also Hermes, okay? And Hermes, or Mercury's mother's name, is Maya. Maya means illusion. So it's only befitting that the illusion sun is the one that brings us the messages, okay? So they say, I don't say, they say, I've never been to Mercury. Mercury is closest to the sun. It actually downloads messages from the sun because you know the sun is Lucifer. So Lucifer tells Mercury what to say, and Mercury hurries along on its wings and gives us the messages. Except when it's a retrograde, everything gets screwed up and backwards, and what we're supposed to know, we don't get to know, or things are misconstrued because Mercury, I have realized, actually, he's a little trickster. He has the trickster energy to him. That's why we're always arguing all the time during the retrogrades. That's why the paperwork gets lost and you're not getting the calls back and you can't seem to make up, your mind. You don't know which man to choose. You don't know which woman to choose. You don't know if you should go back with your ex, if you should get another ex. You lose important details on the computer because Mercury, of course, governs communication and expression. So we've learned now, pack up everything, double check the contracts, get everything in writing, etc., etc. Don't start no new love relationships during this time, right? Don't take your ex back. It's not going to last. Everything is temporary. So people really find themselves in a tizzy over this retrograde. And, Mercury definitely deals with the intellect and, communication. But a little bit about Mercury is the fact that you find the word merc in it. Mercantile, mercenary, merchandise. So something is being pandered. Something is being sold here, okay? And this particular Mercury retrograde finds itself in Pisces season. Pisces deals with the subconscious. Pisces deals with intuition. Pisces is a water sign, so you have a lot of heavy witchcraft energy all about. And how is it being disseminated? Through the media. That's why at this time, you find yourself being bombarded with news and images about Michael Jackson, about R. Kelly, about, what's that boy name that was fighting somebody but fighting nobody? Jussie Smollett. I think that's his name. Jesse, maybe? So this is how unattached I am to this whole concept of everything. But Pisces also is connected, like I said, with your subconscious mind, and it rules the 12th house, which is subconscious mind. But Pisces is also associated with the arts, especially music. So I do not find it very odd that at this time we're having all of these revelations about these musical geniuses. And let us be clear. Let us be clear. We are talking about musical geniuses whose reputation and standing in the arts is being tarnished, okay? I'm not here to debate the mundane details. My heart definitely goes out to anyone that has been affected by it. But you have to understand that the messages are being pushed at this time to influence you, because Mercury is the messenger. What is the message? They want you to feel hopeless and helpless and enraged. See, because if you're hopeless and you're helpless and you're enraged, you cannot create your best life. And that's really why we're here, people. We are here to experience our best life. Now, your best life may be to stay stuck in trauma. And I remarked on someone's page the other day, the channel, they were talking about some Playboy bunny that broke some news about pedophilia ring, and that she was found dead. And I said, you know, it's so interesting to me that us humans, we love to run and tell stories that oftentimes end up with us being killed, all for a group of people that don't even believe the story that you died over. But you know what? Martyrs are here to be martyred. So some people are here to experience trauma, and there's nothing you can do about it. But if you find yourself on the receiving end of messages that don't sit well with your spirit, it's time for you now to go to the next level, the next cycle of life, okay? So now at this point, we graduate from Mercury affecting us and depressing us and holding us down and binding us and jailing us, because a lot of that has to do with that 12th house. We are shifting past that. Now we are going into the phase of Mercury being the time or the period where we revisit things, we redo things, we remake, we reevaluate. Okay? Mercury, they say, is the planet closest to the sun. It's taking the energy, the codes, the downloads from the sun, and is giving it to us. But if you're not prepared for it, it's going to overwhelm you and move you backwards, because you're believing the hype. You're not ready to transmute that energy. Mercury is the trickster, so it's always going to present the information to you with a kind of like a backhanded compliment. There's this Greek story, I think it's Greek, where Mercury has to transport this woman to the underworld, okay? And remember, dealing with Pisces and the subconscious, that does deal with the underworld. Pisces associated, I think, with the planet. You know what? I don't want to misspeak. So I might put that in later. Okay, I wanted to say that Pisces is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. Jupiter, as the planet of expansion, is going to give you more of what you have going on. And Neptune, as the planet of intuition, creativity, dreams, the subconscious, is going to rule over what you are creating. Okay, let me pick back up the story. The top god for revealing a secret, and he cuts out her tongue. She can't speak. So on the way to being transported to her prison, the subconscious, Hades, hell, the underworld, Hermes or Mercury, he has sex with her. Now the woman can't even talk. She's just suffered a calamity. Why is he having sex with her? You know, but he was encoding something into her, because he did give birth with her to two gods later on. But some people present the story as a rape. Some people say he made love to her. Either way, I'm just trying to show you the information that Mercury brings oftentimes has a slightly sinister aspect to it because it's a water sign. It's very heavy, it's very deep, and it deals with the intuition. So you have to look at the downloads that are coming out in the media at this time and learn how to decode it. You have to see past your emotions. And it's hard to do because, like I said, with Pisces being a water sign, everything feels like it's suffocating you, right? Everything feels like you're drowning. But you have to learn, because Pisces rules the feet. Every sign basically rules a body part. Pisces rules the feet, and that is your code to learn how to stay connected to the earth. You have to ground yourself during these seasons. If you don't, you're going to keep finding yourself overwhelmed and bombarded with the news media's outlets and their outtake on the situations that have transpired. You have to learn that Mercury's retrograde energy, the illusion of things going backwards, it's the same trickster energy that you find in The Magician, in The Joker, in Brother Rabbit, in The Sly Fox. These stories have been retold and retold and retold over time. And there's always this element of hiding a hand behind your back, extending one hand to you. And so now you have to become wiser and be able to decipher what is really being said at this time. What is really going on with the tearing down of the music, right? With the music being taken off the airwaves. Because if you listen to some of the lyrics and some of the music, there's definitely messages there for you to decipher and decode. But you cannot do that because you can't see past the illusion that they have given you. I'm not saying that these things didn't happen or that they're not terrible. I'm saying there's something else. There's always layers and layers to these events. That's all I'm saying. So, do I believe that Mercury retrograde affects me? No, I do not. Just that simple. It doesn't affect me because I don't allow it to. Just like I didn't even know we sprung forward today until I got to church today. I went to church today and they said something about spring forward. I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. This is how much I am transcending what is occurring around me. I no longer have any binds upon me. So I'm able to go and move and be as I see fit. All right, that's my time today. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, Om Shri Brezi.